WWE prices are getting insane. So I wanted to go ahead and find out something for myself. Are WWE PLEs actually still worth going to anymore? So I tested everything. And the food, the experience, and honestly, since it was WrestleMania, I kind of was expecting it, but at the same time, it's Vegas. So I wasn't really expecting this. Now, let's be real. Growing up, WWE used to feel like a freaking dream. I used to dream to go to WrestleMania. My whole goal one day was to be able to go to WrestleMania. It was never close to St. Louis. I always said, oh, whenever I get the chance, I'm gonna go to WrestleMania. But now WrestleMania tickets are not just hundreds. They are thousands and on thousands of dollars. And it's a big thing going on right now with fans online saying that WWE events just aren't worth it anymore. So I can only go off of what happened with last year's WrestleMania. And let's just say, it was kind of mid. I decided to go back again this year, and I also brought my girlfriend, so her first ever WWE experience, WWE live event, is WrestleMania. You here after part one, you already know. Part one, WrestleMania Saturday, I thought it was mid. But Tori and I, we are not gonna stop until we actually figure out, is WrestleMania overall worth it? So y'all know how we do it. We gotta have some categories. First things first, seat view and quality. The crowd atmosphere. Third, we gotta do this one. Fan interactions. That's a must, especially for WrestleMania. I'm not excited about this one because they're gonna charge arm and a freaking leg. I already know it. But we have to do food. How much is the food, man? Oh yeah, and also merch prices. How are the match experience? Now, I'm just gonna say this right now. I don't know if this is gonna be good or not. But my sleeper to take over the whole show, just letting y'all know now, is the ladder match. Ooh, Cero Miedo, because I'm excited for that one. And lastly, the overall value. Is this actually overall worth this money? Because they got you spending an arm and a leg. They got people taking out mortgages just to go to WrestleMania. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Somebody, please hit that intro. Let's get it. Let's go. WrestleMania Sunday.
Commandments, why? Man, can't tell me nothing about this coke. Can't tell me nothing about this crack. This
All right, first things first. Yeah, obviously, we didn't drive there. My parents, we got lucky enough to be able to actually have Uber with my mom and my dad. Appreciate y'all. But anyways, the atmosphere was already electric off jump. Soon as you got off the car, you could tell you going to WrestleMania. You going to a big live premium event. This felt super cool because I know I've been all over. I've been in multiple states watching wrestling, and this was the most atmosphere, the most lit I've seen, except from Chicago. When Chicago, for the Elimination Chamber, it was pretty lit. I'm not gonna lie to you, but this one still topped it. You had to walk pretty far to get into Allegiant Stadium. Yeah, it was super dope, but it was crazy because Saturday, no lines for real at all. You just walk straight in. Freaking, oh my gosh. Sunday, we had to sit there. Watch this. We had to sit there and freaking, it was 15, 20-minute lines. And this is why I was telling Tori we got to get there 30 minutes to an hour early for WrestleMania. Because that's how it used to be. Saturday, it was not like that. Yeah, on Sunday, yeah, it was like that. It was packed, and because everybody knew that Sunday was the real card, Sunday was that stuff, and everybody was excited to see it. And we wanted to go in and see Oba. You know what I mean? Let's be real, Oba and Brock, that match, everybody was stupid excited to see. But the atmosphere was turned from the beginning. All right, y'all. Day 2, we got Tori, we got the Dell Effect, and we are on the way to see the actual WrestleMania because yesterday was mid as fuck. So let's get into it. Yeah, I forgot to mention, I'm rocking CM Punk. She's rocking Roman motherfucking Reigns. Do we acknowledge her, chat? Do we acknowledge her? Do we? First things first. Yeah, obviously, we didn't drive there. My parents, we got lucky enough to be able to actually have Uber with my mom and my dad. Appreciate y'all. But anyways, the atmosphere was already electric off jump. Soon as you got off the car, you could tell you going to WrestleMania. You going to a big live premium event. This felt super cool because I know I've been all over. I've been in multiple states watching wrestling, and this was the most atmosphere, the most lit I've seen, except from Chicago. When Chicago, for the Elimination Chamber, it was pretty lit. I'm not gonna lie to you, but this one still topped it. You had to walk pretty far to get into Allegiant Stadium. Yeah, it was super dope, but it was crazy because Saturday, no lines for real at all. You just walk straight in. Freaking, oh my gosh. Sunday, we had to sit there. Watch this. We had to sit there and freaking, it was 15, 20-minute lines. And this is why I was telling Tori we got to get there 30 minutes to an hour early for WrestleMania. Because that's how it used to be. Saturday, it was not like that. Yeah, on Sunday, yeah, it was like that. It was packed, and because everybody knew that Sunday was the real card, Sunday was that stuff, and everybody was excited to see it. And we wanted to go in and see Oba. You know what I mean? Let's be real, Oba and Brock, that match, everybody was stupid excited to see. But the atmosphere was turned from the beginning. We got a rush because they took 40 years to get everybody in. I'll see you at the seats. I can imagine what the hell we just went through just to get there, but we just took a good-ass gamble, and we made it, bro. We here. We in not that long of a line to get in our seats. We're in line to get our fucking seats. Make it make sense. So with our seats, we actually got our own bar and food area, and we have our own section where you can buy shirts, belts, and all type of stuff. So that was super dope. We're going to hit that a little bit later, though. So my first thoughts on these seats, I was a little bit afraid because I saw it. Obviously, I'm in WrestleMania mode, right? I'm like, oh, let's go, man. Yes, we here. I'm talking up to Tori. Tori's like, oh my, I think she's excited too. But I'm looking at the seats, and mind you, I got these seats last year for the second night, and I got scared this year because I'm looking at it, and it's these freaking rectangles. You can't see the entrance when you first walk in. So when a wrestler first walks in on the ramp, you can't see them at all. So mind you, like Obafemi, when he first walk in, he's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to see that. I'm afraid that you're not going to be able to see it. But we're going to stay in. We're going to stay tuned. We're going to figure out if we can. I might be like tripping, and I might be, thinking about it too much. But right now, I'm kind of nervous. But first looks dope. The ring you can see, and we're walking pretty far down, which is pretty cool. We were almost at floor seats, but we were like 3 seats away, and then did not want floor seats at all. The one thing I wish I did do was get the ramp seats for one night. Y'all know what we rocking. Best in the world. Y'all see what I'm saying? You can't see the person make their entrance when they first walk in because it's blocked off. My fears were correct. Those big freaking rectangle. I wish I would have freaking checked out the stage before, because now I have to deal with the fact that that's blocking my view. It's a kind of a obstructive view. It's still not the biggest deal in the world, but like I said, when you see Obafemi, you want to see that.
Woo! We kicked off WrestleMania with an incredible night one.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Obafemi, let's get into Obafemi. Don't even get me started with the fan atmosphere. Y'all gonna see this fan atmosphere is fire. I'll give y'all a little taste of it right now. Overall, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm pretty mad about this obstructive view. So I'm gonna give a seat view right away. I'm not gonna lie to you. You don't have to see anything more. The seat view, I'm gonna give it a 7.10. And the only reason why I'm doing 7.10 because you can see that ramp, them walking in perfectly fine. But with this Obafemi clip, like I'm showing y'all right now, you can't see him walk in. This is stuff that you got to be careful with when you go to PLEs. You got to make sure you see, what the setup's going to be. Obviously, when you go to WrestleMania, a SummerSlam, you get all these bigger PLEs. You got to check out the stage, in my opinion, unless you got the money to buy the best seats. You need to check out the stage first. I think you should buy tickets last minute or when they first come out because that's the best prices. But I always wait. But this time I got my tickets with 31.6% off with Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that's what happened to me. If I waited, I would have got the seats a little bit further, to my left so I can see when the person first walks in. A lot of people might say, hey, it's not that big of a deal. But I'm trying to save you from, getting mad at a situation like this because you didn't see the entrance. But anyways, I'm going to still say 7 out of 10 because it's still pretty fire.
Let's go! What we got? I got Oba in the squash.
I also have Oba.
Is scheduled for one fall.
All right, just from off rip, I can tell how a night gonna be as soon as the first match, when the ring announcer say scheduled for one fall and the crowd don't say one fall and yell it, then you're not in for a good lit turned up crowd. Vegas, honestly, when in the beginning, it kind of turned up. I'm not gonna lie. From last year to this year, Sunday, this was the most turned I've ever seen. Vegas.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. Tonight, the Beast, the Conqueror, the real ruler of WrestleMania.
Oh, shit.
Because Vegas normally not that good of a WWE, town. It's not good for real. I'll be honest with you. But this atmosphere, obviously, is because it's Brock and Oba, right? We got to see how the atmosphere is going to be with all these other matches because it should be high. But this one, it was so hyped up. It's Brock Oba, it's gonna be turned. But anyways, atmosphere right now, it's getting a 10 out of 10. I highly recommend because this is looking fire. Now we gotta see how is this view from this seat, like with the wrestling, because it looks good right now, but can you see it by the freaking announcer table? All these things is going through my mind because you gotta think about it. I paid $1,500 for these seats. It's both nice though, so it's not as bad as you think. You know what I mean? I paid freaking $1,000 for a front row seat of SmackDown before. So, anyways, but it could be worse. It could be worse. Anyways, we're gonna figure out all these things, but we gotta see how this seat view is about to be.
Come on. Let's go.
Little did I know, while I was talking about Brock Lesnar still laid up, he was about to do the freaking unthinkable because we all thought he was going to retire at SummerSlam. Now, this is the crazy part. Y'all see how the atmosphere is. It's insane. When Brock Lesnar did this, everybody was upset, shocked. Like the whole energy just went down in the stadium. So that could have been bad. Like it was like on some AJ Styles and Gunther, how the whole like rest of the pay-per-view just didn't feel right. That's how it could have been. But
that's what's up. Summer, yeah. I think they're gonna do SummerSlam because Minneapolis.
But it was a happy ending because how Brock Lesnar played it all. Paul Heyman crying. It was, bro, I'm not gonna lie, it was crazy. I'm not gonna fake it. But I don't think necessarily that ruined the rest of WrestleMania. If anything, it got people more hyped up to watch the WrestleMania. It was crazy. So I'm going to say fan atmosphere overall, and it's only been the first match, it's been stupid good. It's been super hype. The fans are into it. They into Brock Lesnar freaking retiring because you kind of got to, right? WWE pulled us and they had us in a chokehold, man, in the beginning of WrestleMania.
What the fuck?
Stewie! You are an absolute legend.
All these damn ads!
Get around the fight like you're in the office. This guy!
Ads during the entrance is actually fucking crazy.
So let's talk about that. So we're at a PLE, right? When you at the PLE, it did not used to be like that, I swear. Let me know down in the comments. Maybe I'm tripping. But it was never this many ads during a actual PLE. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever really remember that. Don't get me wrong, WWE already has an issue with the PLEs, but I feel like when you're in the actual stadium, you shouldn't be shoved PLEs down your throat. I mean, you should be doing stuff with the crowd, like how we was doing the DX cam, the Oba cam, all this stuff. I didn't come here to watch no freaking advertisement. I don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of annoying. I really will say that. So the experience overall, like that's kind of hindering the system right now. It really is. Like, I really want to give the experience a 10 out of 10, but I can't. I think anybody that goes to WWE right now is not giving the experience a 10 out of 10 at WWE and not at WrestleMania because WrestleMania is kind of losing that oomph.
Booyaka! Booyaka! That's my dog right here. Can you see? Booyaka! Booyaka! Oh! He did it! He just did it!
All right, I got to give y'all a fun fact really quick. I don't know if you can see that behind me. Yep, right there. And I have a Rey Mysterio mask that I always wear all the time that I had since I was in 3rd grade, I'm pretty sure. But Rey Mysterio is my favorite wrestler of all time. That's why I love luchador wrestling. That's why I love everything luchador. Rey Mysterio made wrestling for me. So the fact that I got to see that man jump out again like he was in 07 was crazy. Back to the schedule program though.
Rey Mysterio. It's a bit hard right now. Yeah! Let's go! Let's go! time. What you gonna do when they come for you? Yeah! Let's go, Javon!
So this is going back to my point from earlier in the video. This is why I'm saying the stuff about the obstructive view. You can't see the beginning. When Penta first comes out, he goes, and there's a whole big old ring of fire. You can't see none of that stuff. You paying $1,500. I want to see literally everything. So that's why I'm giving this seat view 7 out of 10, man. Like, you can't see a little bit of the stuff from the announcer table, but other than that, you can see everything. But man, this ramp, you can see it when they walk it down, but when they first walk in, you can't see it.
Predictions. I'm gonna go Javon, hopefully.
I'm gonna go Rey Mysterio.
Y'all remember what I said? I told y'all, I said this in the beginning. This was before WWE was even, because obviously this is weeks later since WrestleMania that I'm making this video, a week later. But that was filmed before I even went to Vegas. Y'all, this is crazy. The ladder match, you want to talk about the match?
Holy shit! I'm telling your mom you cussing.
Like, how are the matches? That mug was crazy, bro. That was the match of the night. Are all the matches like this? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But overall, this match right here was crazy, man. That was freaking dope. I loved every single bit of this ladder match. It was the show stealer. It was the best match of the night to me. Now, it was something crazy happening during this ladder match. Somebody was having a seizure in the crowd, and I want to just say a quick prayer for them. Lord, please put your hands on them, because that is so sad. And I hope, because I don't know who they are, but I hope they had a speedy recovery in Jesus' name. Amen. So, yeah, this was insane, though, man. The ladder match was freaking amazing.
Oh my God!
Overall, how are all the matches? We're gonna have to talk about that in a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I see him right
for the
there.
thousands, anointed one, Mr. Lemon Pepper Stepper,
Yeah.
Trent Williams.
Let's go! Hold on. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Trick. Whoop that 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 trick. Why is it going that long?
So overall, I'm going to say the match experience was better on WrestleMania Sunday. Obviously, we had Trick Williams, Sami Zayn, They put on a pretty good match. I was glad to see Trick Williams obviously win his first championship on the main roster.
Let's go! Let's go!
That was amazing. His entrance was amazing. Sami Zayn, everybody act like they hate Sami Zayn, but they saying, let's go. Play the clip.
Let's go!
Anyways, you had Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley. You know Rhea Ripley has a great entrance. Jade Cargill looked like a beast coming down that. So the entrance is always 10 out of 10.
I'm trying to say my brutality!
My problem with WWE is sometimes, like WrestleMania, they make the entrance the main attraction. I love the entrance. That's why I don't like AEW half of the time. AEW, they don't know how to tell stories, for one. That's a whole nother video. But the entrance is not really that good. Like, when you see WWE, they putting on a straight show. But WrestleMania, I felt like it was so interest heavy. Nobody had no sense of urgency. And that kind of played out a little bit. You know, it kind of showed in the matches and how long the matches were. But overall, I'm going to say, you know, the fan experience, the match experience, to kind of go two together. It was a solid... It was a 7 out of 10. I was kind of disappointed in this Rhea Ripley match. Yeah, I had high hopes for it. I thought it could, you know, possibly do really good. But in my opinion, it was kind of like, it was mid. You know, I was glad to see Rhea Ripley win. It was pretty good on that part, but other than that, yeah, it wasn't nothing crazy. Now, will I say overall, is it worth still going to WWE PLE? Of course, Dirty Dom, lame ass, going to interrupt me. Obviously, we went to WrestleMania. We made this video and we happened to go to WrestleMania. I'm going to say, overall, for the price that you have to pay for WWE now, I'm going to say, yes, I do think it is worth it if you're going to a PLE. Because the PLE is fire.
Let's go!
Just depending on which PLE. It's so hard for me to give you a full yes. I know I just said yes. I'm going to just say this. If you have the money, do it. If you don't have the money, you're not missing out. I will say. I love WWE. I love the fact that I get to go. But if it's not in your bank account, don't risk going. It's just that simple. We got other things to worry about. You know what I'm saying? It was a great time. It was a great experience. I'm glad that Tori and I both got to go. But for $1,500 for both nights of WrestleMania is not that bad. To me personally, it's not that bad. But you can find something cheaper too. That all goes together. Like the seat view. I had somebody in my comments last video say the seats was ass. I can understand that. We saw, the entrance and the ramp perfectly fine. WrestleMania 41, those seats were freaking great. They were great. They were great. But this year, you couldn't see them when they first walked out. I know I said this 10 times in this video. If you're gonna pay $1,500, you need to make sure you're getting a bang for your buck. I don't care. We saw all the action pretty much. I saw all the action from the Sami Zayn match. I saw the action from the ladder match. I saw the action from Oba and Brock. I saw the action with Jay Cargill and Rhea Ripley. I saw all the action from Dom and Finn Balor. You can't forget the Danhausen segment. That was freaking hilarious. And we got to see that all clear. That was amazing.
Very nice. Toxic! What the fuck?
Famous Davis! Get him!
You can't see me! You are cursed! Let's go!
I saw all the action with CM Punk and Roman Reigns. I saw everything. It was pretty good. We had CM Punk, Roman Reigns, main event. They put on a freaking banger, bro. It was amazing. And they had the best entrance of the night. The ring, you can still see it was pretty fire.
Reverse into a spear.
my final opinion, if you have the money for it, do it. If it's not in your budget, don't do it because you won't be missing out. You can always try to find a budget friendly because apparently they're supposed to be dropping the ticket prices. We still got to see, you know. But I came up with 3 rules you need to do whenever you go to a WWE event. Number 1, buy your tickets either when they first come out or the day of the event. And the reason why I'm saying that is because that's where you're going to get the best prices, right? You got a lot of people, those super last minute, where they try to up the prices on game time. I go on TickPick a lot now. But if you're going to buy them like the day of, go to Ticketmaster and just buy them the day of, because that's going to be pretty cheap for those seats. Number 2, try to eat before you go to the event. Let me tell you something, bro. Unless you drinking alcohol or whatever, dude, they were waxing for the food. Oh my gosh, bro. I think I paid like $50 for $29 to eat. And we got what, a drink? I'm pretty sure we just got a Sprite too. And then we got 2 meals. Not terrible, but you can save yourself a lot more money when you do that. Then 3, I need y'all to really understand this when I say this. Unless you're sitting directly in the middle, you're gonna have some sort of obstructive view. The green shirt guy. When people come out, I know this for a fact because I've sat in those seats. Unless you're at WrestleMania where you have a high ramp, you're not really gonna be able to see these the entrance, right? You sit behind the announcer table, you can see pretty good. That's in the middle. You sit a little bit higher up, you can see everything. But you're trying to sit on the floor. If it's not row 5 and forward, so 1 to 5, don't do it. I think that's a very, very big tip. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to save y'all money and I'm trying to save y'all time. I don't want y'all to be going to an event and looking like this. Because I had to do that at Survivor Series, San Diego, my cousin and I was pissed. So with the categories, number 1, seat view. I would give it overall, my final score, a 7 out of 10. Really 6.9 out of 10. That not seeing in the beginning really, really pissed me off. Number 2, crowd atmosphere was pretty electric, especially for Vegas. Now, the second night, it was electric. The first night, it was ass. I'm going to keep it at me. The second night, it was definitely electric. I will give that a... What do you think, Tori? I'm going to give it a 7.8. I ain't going to fake it to you because they can do better. Don't go back to Vegas. Number 3, fan interaction. I'll give the fan interaction. Yeah, I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying, fan interaction. When I'm saying fan interaction, I mean the fans around me. How is the atmosphere around me? The fan interaction was pretty freaking cool. I love the guy behind me. Shout out my boy. I don't remember his name, but that dude was a freaking GOAT. I loved him, and the Roman Reigns dude back there. So I'm gonna give that a 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. My section was turf. All right. Food, I'm gonna keep it a B. I can't remember 100%, but I'm pretty sure it was $40 to $50. How much was those drinks? It was like...
Oh, my water was like $8.
Yeah, and then 2 waters.
Yeah, like they were like $8
each, $16, and then the food was like $20 each. So we're looking at $56 on food. I told you that was gonna break my head. Eat before the events, people. Shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Huh? Merch prices, I will say I did go overboard with this. I'm not gonna fake it. You can follow me right here. So the Eddie Guerrero jacket was like $120, if I'm not mistaken. That was $60. That was $40, and that one was $45. And Tori got a Roman Reigns shirt that I bought her because that's her, favorite baby Dee. I mean,
Yeah, Betty Heath.
And that was, how much was that? 50, I think. It was something like that. 40?
It was cheap. I got a kid's.
You got a kid's one?
Yeah.
It was like $40 too. Yeah, so like in total it was like almost $300 for merch. Yeah, a lot of money. But you ain't gotta go overboard. You get a shirt for $40. You know what I mean? That ain't bad. So match experience. How good was the matches? I'm gonna say those matches were pretty good on Sunday. Oba and Brock ran perfect, but they were kinda short. I wasn't really impressed with the Rhea Ripley, Jade Cargill. So, like, I don't know. Everything overall adding up, how the match was, the card was. I don't know. I'm gonna give that a, I give the matches probably like a 7 out of 10 too. I'm just not that hard on WWE as I could be, but a lot of people will rate it way worse. Anyways, overall, how was the experience? And is it worth going to a WWE PLE in 2026? I'm gonna stand on it. If you have the money, go enjoy yourself. You ain't gotta go sit in the front row. You ain't gotta sit on the side, try to get a hand clap. You ain't gotta sit behind the announcer table. Go and afford a nice, decent ticket. Don't go crazy. Go sit in the bleeds. It don't matter. Those are the cheaper seats anyway. Now, sometimes the cheap seats are like $100 or something, whatever. So, anyways, is it worth it? Yes. I think it's still a good enough experience. You're going to WrestleMania, and then say if you want to go to like a SummerSlam. Those are bigger pay-per-views. Clash in Italy, stuff like that. I don't recommend going to a Saturday night main event. I'm gonna keep it debating. But overall, just the PLEs, Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, I think it's all worth it to go in 2026 to have a good time. Anyways, y'all, I hope that helped y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you don't mind, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And for another Dell Effect, leave a comment. I'm gone. Peace.
Bro.
Shout out my
Let's
God.
go, man. Yes, Entertainment. I lost my voice, man. I give that energy. Go
Yes,
follow
yes,
me.
yes,
Go follow
yes.
me. Yes. Let's go.